So we're gonna do only games now. Come here, please. So first game, we're gonna play this. You lay on sorry, put your head on the floor. And up. First off, the whole class. Yeah. I think it's better. Try to breathe 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, even close your eyes, and be very aware of what you do. Okay? So what is Jiu-Jitsu about? The game of Jiu-Jitsu, without points on training as it should, because who here competes? You guys compete? You compete? Good, then take it into account a bit. If you don't compete, points don't exist. You only lose when you get submitted, and it's a good habit if you lose to lose at least on top. Yeah? So I start here, he's laying on his back, okay? And my both legs wrapped around his chest, okay? I'm outside the arms, and I start to hug here, okay? So I win if I submit him. So for example, I can go to a triangle choke, okay? If he walks high up, walk. So you just walk high up, just walk, no, don't turn, just walk. Just walk. You can do it to leg entanglements that you feel like. You can, well, it's key, but I don't really care too much if you want to have your way to even a reap, play with it. I guess he looks no, I don't really care. Yeah? So you can do leg entanglements, and if you lose, try to lose in mount or lose on the back side. Yeah? So you can do the arm bar, arm triangle, Kimura, Americana, and all leg entanglements you like. Your goal is going to be to go to a guard. So that means if I get on top, for example, you bring one knee inside. Good. I lost. Yeah. Unless I'm still outside, as long as I'm outside your arms, you continue the fight. So if you recover your guard and get your knees pointing to me again, point your knees to me again, then I lost. Good? Yeah, more or less. And that's it. If you're on the back side, fully centered on the back, you still continue. So he has to get his both hands and elbows back in front, and also, okay, got it?
What's the start?
You start here. So something that looks like this. I don't really care what's face. Yeah? Just between the legs, you can lay down, you can be up, sideways, outside of the elbows. That's it. Huh? He gets his elbow inside. He's on bottom. I still continue. He gets on top. So your knees, please. I still continue. Hands on both sides. Let's say you get both hands on the elbows. Here's where the shoot is fire. Okay? That's it. Let's go. Right. Let's go. Learn the concept. Really, it's the mechanic of my body where I discover something my body can do that I didn't know before, and then I start to apply it everywhere. Yeah? So I'm gonna please help me out. Have a look. Come here. Look. So look. Yeah. I'm gonna go as hard as I can. Alright. So look at this. Yeah. So he's between my legs. Yeah. So why is this a good position? See, bite my nose, please. Headbutt me, punch me, submit me hard. Yeah. As long as my legs around him and I'm outside his elbows, he cannot really attack me. In competition, there is no way he can score to me. Yeah? But I saw many of you do it. Okay, stop thinking about points, please. Stop thinking about hooks. It doesn't mean anything. The only thing that matters is control that leads to submission eventually. Yeah? So, for example, what's your name now? Barry, yeah? So very often we're here. So something like that. Turn a little bit away, please, for me. And then put this foot here. Because you have this thought, oh, I need my hook. Yeah, for what is better control? This or this? Because now the door is open, look. If he gets his hip out, now I can turn out, yes? But if I keep my legs wrapped around him, look, turn away, please. Keep turning away. I still have control. Yeah. Turn back into me. There has to be stop with my chest. Now, second is my hip. So the big focus point for him is actually getting first this frame inside. Okay. Now look at this. Look at the direction of my hip. If I start to come on top and put my chest forward, now gently, please, turn to me and hip escape. Look how much space you have to move. You feel? Yeah, because my hip is out. Yeah. So go back, please. This was actually the main topic of my class yesterday from a different position. Now put your frame inside, please. And now try to do the same thing. Feel the difference? Yeah. You're stuck. So look, the moment I start to get up, my hip gets light and he can move his hip away from me. What I want to do, look, like I want to be on top. Put your frame, please. Now try to come on top, please. Harder. And I use my hip to maybe come on top, because you have to also appreciate everything in the spectrum. We're in the middle of many different things. So you start to come up, please. Start to come up. And the moment he comes on top, Keep it straight. That's not allow you to come on. Yeah? And then if you think about the game of submission, yeah? Maybe you don't even have to be on top. Stay in phases where you're more likely to stay in the neighborhood of submitting. Yeah? If I'm competing at 1 point more, I have enough. And I'm not, so competing for me or rolling is nothing more than get one time advantage more, make it look like you don't stall, and then deny the person the ability to score, and only rush in the last 10 seconds, 20 seconds, but there's no more chance to lose. Okay. Other example of this, I have a choke. Okay. Lean forward, please. Very hard to choke. I walk away, I deny the distance, feel the difference. The difference? Yes. Go up, please. Hard. I get this intrusive thought of going for the choke, and I have more grips. Now I can move again. Okay. So, focus point, keep more your hips straight. Yeah. Keep your legs more entangled around him. And then lastly, only open your legs when you're really sure you're gonna get it. Yeah. So if you're here and he's protecting everything, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna try to stay close, put pressure on the neck. So now let's say now you put your hand underneath my leg. Okay, and now I can temporarily open, close my legs again. Now here, no strength. Now feel this. Yeah. More effective and less dangerous because I have more control over my hips than I have over my arms. Got that? Do the same thing now again, please. Okay? Make sure to practice both left and right sides. And lastly, look, give me mount. On the back, you continue attacking. But every time you arrive in mount and the elbow is there, you're still winning the game for the submission. He brings the hands inside. Although I'm still in mount, after restart, after long before you can win. So when you get here, you also lost. Okay, got it? Clear? Just stay away from those hands and please. Door rotate. So Bob, what's your name?
David.
David. Lift your hip to the ceiling, please. Look how Barry moved. Go back. Barry. Now this time think you're Kate Winslet from the Titanic. You know? If your both hands together, around like this, yeah. And now chin the chest. And now lift your shoulder. No, don't move bottom. Lift your shoulders as high as you can. More. In other words, keep your chin to your chest. This is a big one because what Chris in his class is a very big disease to fall chin forward first. Yeah? So this chin tap in chest, chin in chest. More. Good job. Now don't move anything else. Just gently tuck your heels to your butthole. Beautiful. Okay. Now twist your pelvis towards your mouth. Beautiful. And now raise your shoulders as high as you can. Pull your straight arms. Keep your arms straight. Pull your hands to your hips. And push your hips to your hands. And now breathe in. Keep your chin to chest. No, don't sit your back. Breathe in chest like this. And then you breathe out, you push it into your hip more. How do you feel?
It's heavy, but it's okay.
It's so good to do stuff. Now this guy will do some moving, will be like, anytime you penetrate more into the diaphragm. And then roll it to your belly. Bottom player, roll it to your belly. Turn to your belly, that's your back. Your belly. Stop moving and be aware. I tell you to roll it to your belly. Your belly is this side. That's it. Yeah. And then pop, then counter rotate. Look at those compression. We can work the other side as well. You can play with those things. Yeah, continue. Let's do another 4 minutes. Well, can I use you, please? So bottom now, the entire time, bottom had, so the attacker had an advantage. What was the advantages we had? So go your back, please. Back. The advantage I had was, so I'm outside your arms. 3 advantages. I'm outside your arms. I'm fully wrapped around you. Okay? And he's on bottom. Yes? So, if I'm here, you start to get to your knees, please look to your knees. Look to your knees. Nothing changed positionally. I'm still in the same angle of view. It's only now we stand up and start moving away. So it slightly works for me. Okay. So what we're going to do now, this time we're going to start. Relax, please. So in between the arms. Yeah. And your job is going to be to get out. One hit for you, look. I'm going to make it very hard for you to defend. Initially, yeah. I want to take your chin to your chest. I want to get your elbows as close to your knees as possible. And I want to get your knees as close to your elbows as possible. Make no walk. If I move it wrong, make yourself smaller. Now you have good connection. Look how hard it is for you to remove. Okay? Now, put your chin up, please. Look, now I can start to move you again with the joystick. Yeah? If it's nice, I leave that in the middle, but I have the ability. Yeah? Put your chin to your chest. Good job. And now, put your butthole as high as the ceiling as you can. To start walking everything together. Don't move me. Start to slide out. So, it's a Jefferson curl. And for me, this is the default thing to do. You're here. Here, I'm in a very bad spot, but really spread out. So make everything smaller, taking everything in. Yeah? You keep going up. You could shake off and stand up from there. You only go to the bottom right now. Just get to this position over here. That's it. Yeah? And I have to avoid that. So I can avoid this. While I'm trying to avoid that, I'm trying to get on top. So I try to submit you. So get to an entanglement around the neck. You can do an arm triangle, a regular triangle. Can be an arm bar. Can be a lapel choke. Yeah? And if I lose, I want to lose at least in neutral mount or neutral back. Does that everybody understand? Clear or no? Yes? Okay, let's go. That's it. Go. And I guess if you open your legs in the top layer, you can get out of the legs, you also lost. Okay, let's go. See? On bottom. It's hard, right? It's almost impossible because, come here please. Look, yeah. Look, if you're hanging around your partner and you don't have any touch with the floor, you cannot really freely move. Yeah? So because, and look, we're here, to make yourself small, put it in the chest, look, it's impossible to attack me. I can also not really get out at this point. Drop your face to the floor, please. No, go to the floor. See, there's my space to start to get out. You may expose my back, yeah? But relax. You feel one like this. Put your head close. What gives you the better chance to get my back? Keep your chest again. So to go here, look how I have to move. And now, see from here, just stretch your hip out. Keep your hip up. Put your hip up. More hip. Oh my God. And now, see, keep your chin to the chest. And when I start to go here, now just rotate a bit outside. I have less chance of getting out. Yet, you've exposed your chin. And now I can start, have more chance of succeeding. Yeah? Okay, tight please. Now what can you do on bottom to prevent this? So the point is, you need to open your arms or legs. Okay? Keep your, listen to me please. No, only those. Yeah, because you start to get anxious. When you get anxious, you get emotional. I cannot trust you anymore. Yeah? So that's it. Yeah? Keep your chin. Okay, I'm gonna bite your nose now. Please put your forehead to my chest. Yeah. Put your chin to your chest. Beautiful. Ears to shoulders. Yes. Okay. So what can you do? Look, I start to get up. The moment I'm here, it starts to become very hard to attack anything. Look, because maybe go for an arm. So drop yourself, go to my arm. That's when the scramble happens. So what you can do, you have to try to find a way to spread me open. How can you spread me open? Maybe lift your elbows over your ears. No. Look, don't explode. Just do I'm very precise in what I say. No. Keep your hands together. If I want you to open your hands, I will tell you. Chin to chest. Okay. More. Lift your elbows above your ears and your ears below your elbows. Beautiful. Now I can still move a bit. Now put your both feet underneath my feet. Now be very nice. If you just blast open, I might injure myself. Close your knees. Nice. Elbows higher. Good. And now, see? Haha, great. Now you can use it, like, I don't care how it's called. Look, can you get up? No. Put pressure on your hip. No. Relax, breathe. Listen, yeah? More hips, less shoulders. More hips. Oh my God. I'm starting to fall, right? If I keep this, I switch sides. Now so we can maybe expose my back. Go. Look where we are. Keep tight. And now gently keep pressure on my feet. Oh my God, see? Keep moving. And the same thing, my battle now is going to be, relax, to get myself inside again. Get my elbows inside, get here, or fully stand up. Clear? Let's go. So play with the feet. Remember the warm up with it, right? So, okay. So before they said, what was it first? Position before submission. It's nonsense. It's both everything at the same time. The submission is the position, and it's actually, forget about submission. It's joint manipulation. Yeah? And so look, keep your knees both in the middle, please. So look, from Rika's perspective, yeah? What is her preference? To tap or to sweep? What is preference? I rather tap. Yeah? Me personally. So that sometimes the points say on the middle top, put your chin, put your head. But you only have to think about control, only control. The more motion there is, the less control there is. Yeah? Squeeze your knees, please. Beautiful. Chin to chest. Beautiful. Okay, now the more you squeeze your knees, why do I say this? Because I want your feet to be more outside than your knees. So make X legs. Keep your chin to chest. Beautiful. Okay? Elbows over ears and ears below elbows. It's not the same as this. This versus this. I find it easier to engage my muscles. So now look, think about how you call this submission. How you call this? An Americana, yeah? There is no name for this. A leg kana, whatever it's called. Yeah? So you use your foot against the leg. Yeah? Now most people, what they do, they want to push away. Because honestly, they want to have more connection. So you try at bottom to bring the foot more towards the head. And now keep your knees still squeezed. Because you control the hip. Now, Mika, look how, what's your name please? Laura has just to rotate. And now you will think, I have to get the sweep. You can get the sweep, but then you lose pressure on the knee. So what I want you to do is put your knee inside, please. Keep your leg extended. And slowly rotate this side and bottom. So you try to take your back on my side. Freeze. You feel now the hip starts to get more attacked. I like to get the tap. Yeah? I have blasted people's knees and hips in competition because they go, That's not on purpose. Yeah? So be careful, be really careful with that statement. But you start to go more here. Now she's stuck in her, that's jiu-jitsu. I don't want her to break anything. I want her to be controlled. That's why it's important to go. Yeah, like I've never done it on training to bless someone because I let go on time. Yeah? In competition, I've literally had like 3,000 people rip their knees and their hips apart with this. Yeah? And even then, I don't feel great about it. I prefer not to. Yeah? Okay, and then look. Now, if you want to get a sweep, then you go the other side. And you go that side, please. So then you go down this side. Good. Okay, now. Try to get on top. Step over with the leg, please. That's the moment you lose control. Yeah? So you stay there, extend your hip more, and try to get your head as far away as possible and more hip pressure. And now, freeze, you add keep the hook, you add the pivot. You start to circle around your own hip. And keep your hip in, beautiful. Maybe your wing, or maybe one more time again, please. So stay there. One more time again, please. Louder. Maybe louder, it's a superhuman effort. You get on top, you press back, you switch sides. Good? Now play again. Yes?
When she's turning, is the
I always keep my chin to my chest. Not that you cannot fight otherwise, but look, the one thing you don't want to get damaged is your neck. Yeah? So if you give space, you can get more inside. If it's with punches, they can punch your chin. If it's self-defense, if I have to get bitten, I'd rather get bitten here than in my nose or my chin. Yeah? And if you do, and overall, like very often happens, people do arm bars and they go like this. Yeah? So I believe if you have the habit, the thing, at least like this, I have the habit of doing this and I do it everywhere. But if sometimes do this, sometimes do that, then we'll let your body know. Yeah? So go again, and it's not going to be solved today, but start to think about these lines. Yeah? Almost never, I've never experienced anyone hooking their feet below my feet, except with Francesco maybe, but Octavio probably, whatever. Otherwise, the only people ever did it to me were people that I taught them to do it. Yeah? So it's a sheet code. Yeah? Let's go, play. Go, but you have to play slow. Go. Beautiful. And the sweep and the submission is always two opposites. Let's go, guys, play. Go. Let's say it's closed guard. Let's come here, please. So now we're going to start to move more open. One thing, I'm just going to mention it so you know how it all fits. Yes? So for me, closed guards is like, you know what, closed guard? My main goal is to wrap my legs and arms around you and then I can decide what I want. Okay. So when, for example, I'm here on the way. Okay. And what's your name, please? Paul. Right? So your warrior was here and you said, fuck, I lost the hook. No, you put the hook. Yes. And now you have a butterfly hook. And now I can use the sweep. Now this is wrong. Or not wrong, but it's not. I just want to connect. Yeah? Push. Maybe you step over my knees, so to connect and slowly move. The more I'm attached to the outcome, on top, the more I give things. The more I'm attached to the moment and not to the outcome, yeah, the more I will get. So you fight back up, please get back up. Nope. Oh fuck. Now I'm there. Goodbye me. Look. And now we're naturally at half guard. Okay, I lost a half guard, no problem. The biggest mistake I see everybody make on this planet, from white to black belt up, is this idea. Because it's in your brain, Take the back, take the back. And what I think people think, definition people say of the back take is 2 hooks. But it's nonsense. You should say chest to back. Bam. That's good, that's good. Let's look my chest goes, my foot goes. Do I never put a hook? Well, I sometimes do. If, for example, the leg is a bit, if I have really the space, and hip is more turned towards me, and I get it for free, sure, why not? But it's a spectrum. There is a moment where you can easily get it, and a moment with your hip on the floor, please. Put this on the floor. More. Now it's done. Yeah. Well, how do you not like this, but see? Okay, so I always try to move around my partner with his motion, not move him against his will. Every injury that happens in jiu-jitsu is because you move people's bodies in a way they're not designed to move. And you do it small adjustments, small injuries, big adjustments, big injuries. So, then look, now we're going to go to the middle, yes? So here, your job is to get out of my close guard. Okay? What do you need to get out of close guard? You need your hands, yes? So now look, anytime. So I want you to think about this. Your job is going to be to stand up fully, open my legs, push my knee please. Boom, good, you're one. Boom, yeah. Okay, open my knee please. Good. No, now stand up please. Stand up. Go higher. You win. Okay? So this time, I'm going to keep both grips. I'm going to try to sweep it and use my legs. I can do whatever I like. Your only job is to open my knees or stand up. Good? Let's go. Wait. I have to start here. You have, sit down. You have one sleeve and one knee. That's it. Okay? You may switch to both sleeves whenever you feel like. Yeah? But you try as soon as possible to get to the other knee again. Got it? Every time top layer opens your legs. Every time top layer opens your legs and has an arm each side, he wins. If you open my legs and both arms on the outside, I may continue. Yeah? So my job now is this. I either use this grip and this knee to sweep it. Yes. Or if I get to back exposure, here I win. Or what else? Or I get to wrap my both arms around him and put through both of his legs. That's it. Clear? Yes? I have to repeat or everything is clear?
Yeah.
Clear? Okay, that's good. One thing I keep seeing you guys doing is when you're here, you go all the way there, but then when you get into mount, you all go there. Just think about it like this. Feel the choke. So look, as this guy, I don't know how Roger Gracie teaches, honestly speaking, yeah? But I always see him do this. Okay? Now feel this. See the difference? Yeah. It's because I put my elbows to my hips to my elbows. Yeah? But my chin is still stuck into my chest. I want you to open your chin and lose engagement. Now come on top leg. This is better in MMA also because I get to punch and I get to punch me please. Very hard. The moment I go here, I do get punched. Yeah? Bridge up. Bridge. Bridge. See? Then it's really more about the hips. Yes? So my recommendation is always to spend a lot of time on the end game. Yeah? So being outside the arms. Yeah? So now look, next look, this time you stand up fully. So what is the end game for me? The end game is when I have my legs wrapped around you. That's an easier end game. So this is how we do. Look, I want to get double sleeve. Look at my fingers. This is something I recommend you to do with whatever you like. If you get grips like this and it pulls, you can damage your pinky. So I always like when open guard grips to keep my pinky tucked outside. See? Mostly because if I don't do it, I really injure my fingers. Yeah. So you're here, same as before, I keep my grips around your sleeves. What I don't want top player to do, just for safety, I don't want you to yank. But what you can do is put your hip forward, please, keep pulling. And when I feel it starts to hurt, imagine you could have done this, you just let go of the grips, now you're lost. Don't damage your fingers over it. Yeah. Relax, please. Go back. Your job is going to be to free both of your hands. Yes. I may not touch your feet. And also get your hands above my knees. Actually, that's better. Don't try to bring the grips. Either get your hands above my knees, bring one knee in, one knee out. One leg in, one leg out. One leg in, one leg out. You win, put both legs outside, and stay there for 5 seconds. My job is to keep you between my legs all the time, not allow it happen. I may sweep if I feel it. I also win if I get to pull you into my close guard and bring your knees back to the floor. Clear? Bonus points if it looks like this. Yeah? But not required always. But bottom player only wins close guard, you go knees to the floor, or sweep. Cannot let go of arms, cannot go for arm bars or whatever. Keep your legs wrapped around. Top player, one in, one out. Focus, pull your hands above the knees, don't break grips. Okay? Let's go, play. I cast for myself a lot of, how can I say, a lot of, how can I say, I could have developed faster if I would have known this faster. So look, come here please, look. I want you to go on YouTube tonight and try to find information how to get into close guard. We're only going to find one good video. It's tons of information about how to get out of close guard. A million videos. And how many times you get into close guard with a good player? Rarely if ever. Okay? So I'm going to tell you the game plan and then I'm going to play a bit to get there. And then we're going to go back to the guard. So the game plan is as follows. Look, you control both of the sleeves. Actually, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Just get the sleeves, start on your butt, begin here, put them into close guard. That's it. You're not allowed to break grips. You're not allowed to break my grips, but you are allowed to grab things. So for example, if you grab my pants, see now this became useless. I have to strip that grip before I do it. Look, how do you strip it? Well, you can do it in a nice way and a jerky way. Easiest way to strip the grip is get your elbow around, see? And now just pull it to you and move your leg. However, now put your hand away please. I have to fight again to get grip control. Yeah? So instead, look, if you like what I want to do, don't do something. No, look. I gently convince him to let go. That's right. So what I mean, look, always the same thing. Make a ball. See, keep this, keep pulling. Now keep your hand there, yes? And now I remove and now it's your choice to keep it. And of course, over time, look, I will kick it a bit faster if I have to now. This is more sure to get rid of it, I found that. But then you have to fight again for the control. Sleeve control and wrist control are equal. Yeah? But this is, I mean, you cannot have a preference for either, because if you go always for this, you fumble and you lose position. Yeah? So my goal now is going to be to put you in my legs. But look, what I can tell you, if I'm here, look at, so stand up please. If my knee, relax, look. If one more wants to get out of my legs, put your elbow inside my knee please. Push it open. Now you can start to get cause trouble for me. Yeah? Do the same thing please. Hard, yes, yeah. Okay, good. Let me get it. We have a hard time. Martin starts to walk away. Better or worse for me?
What?
Better. Depends how you see it. My odds of kicking you in the face improve. My odds of standing up improve. But the game jiu-jitsu-wise, your ability to score also improve. Yeah? So if I'm here, walk away please. I will do my best to keep my hip attached to you. Yeah? You start to walk away. Actually, walk. Put my feet here, get my pants. Okay, now you get to pass my guard. Stop. Look. This shouldn't even exist. Walk forward and stand up. Yes. And don't get confused with Michael Langley, who hangs upside down in Mundials, because he's superhumanly strong and it also maybe the rule game. Yeah? So, but look, if I put my feet on the knees, see now try to get out. Good. So I'm always thinking here. Cross the arms. Don't give grips. Deny space. You step forward. I get my foot around your waist. Good job. I get my second there. Good job. So treat this as a really essential first part of open guard game. Bite my nose. Headbutt me. Then this doesn't exist. This exists. That's your open guard. Well, that's why. So start standing if you like. Get both sleeves. Get to close guard to a person with both sleeves. Top player, get one knee in, two knees out, two legs out for at least 5 seconds. You win. Okay, let's go play. And we have one more thing. We've got 2 more. I really cost. I'll tell what I meant before. I really lost a lot of time in my own guard game and with other people that I coach because of this. So, how do you stand up, please? How do you call this sweep? The dummy sweep, yeah? So, okay. So that's what I named those two. Dummy sweep. Must be for dummies. I'm going to be using it. Why did I not use it? Because I was not thinking ahead. I was thinking, usually what happens with this sweep, the most of times you see it happen is this. Stand up, please. It sometimes goes right, But usually you see that like this. So you're standing here, top player stands up, you push him over, he came from close guard that way. Yeah? He gets up, and you end up somewhere over there. And then most white belts, because they're like, for many people, they lack the discipline to stay close and wait, they open their game again, and this reset what just happened. So that was how to call this, what I noticed, yes? But then I started to think, and I had to look, so the only two ways, so I actually found it on the YouTube channel of John Thomas, and pretty much the only way you're going to ever get to close guard against the advanced player is control both sleeves, yeah, or control both pants. And I can tell you the best guy in my gym, Suleiman, yeah, he will never, ever, like he's one of the best guard that I've experienced in my life, except for Michael Lange, pretty much, that I train with, yeah. So he will never give you both sleeves, and he will fight tooth and nail to not give you both band control. So whenever you're here, look at when you lose grips. Here it's very easy to keep my grips. Stand up, please. So it's become very hard. Grab both legs, push him over. Boom. The mistake you all will make in the beginning is to do this, to lift your hip up first. You start to come on top, and look how much space I give, yeah? So now here, don't even lift your hip, make your shoulders heavy. Start to get up, please. That's your hip up straight. Now, sometimes I win this, sometimes I lose this, yeah? Push forward, please. When I lose, I get to lose in the area where I rather need to choose. So for me now, this became a setup for a very good close guard. So this time, what you're going to be at, stand up, please. You start with both grips here. Whenever you can, you may grab both feet or one foot at a time also. Yeah? One foot is gone. I will stay here. Stand fully up. I start to lose the grip. Now I will get this. Stand another foot forward. Thank you very much. There's my close guard. Right? So now, both players' job is again, get either sweep, yeah, or get to close guard. Close guard very broadly, not close guard. Grab the person up between your legs. Bonus points if you do it with arms on one side. Yeah? That's it. Okay, let's just play. What is this body? Put your butt on the floor, please. Put your butt on the floor, squeeze your toes, pull him forward. Pull him over you. Freeze. No, don't be attached to the outcome. Pull him over you and keep doing this forever. Freeze, that's connection. That's it. Because now look, now please stand up. Harder, right? Harder. Now you're sweeping backwards. Yes, he decides what happens. Yeah? You don't need to look. It's like, oh, everything should work. I have my grips, I have everything. I have the right to win. No, you don't have the right to win because he also has a game to play. But you stay into the moment. Yeah? The worst is like, and then like the moment you do it, you lose everything. It's like, okay, I'm climbing on a wall, yes, and I'm hanging on my wall. What is the safest thing to do in the moment? is keep everything I have, yeah? Now the odds that I fall increase. So I'm better be damn sure. There's my grip. Okay, that's good. I'm not good. And the last thing you do when you're climbing is this. You only do this if there is time pressure, or if there's no other option. Yeah? Got it? So, go, play. I like to play on this planet. When they do standing passing, what does that posture look like? The Gracies used to teach this. So probably that is, like if you see Roger Gracie, that's what he does. So probably that is the goal to get to. Yeah? But on the way there, he doesn't stand like this, he stands like this. Yeah? So how do you get to that posture from here? It's not this, because that's a good morning. Good morning is what? It's an isolation exercise for your back. You need to train your back. Or why? Because you put more pressure on your back. That's what I'm saying. Like how do you have to, when you do effort, you have to divide all your strength over your whole body. So you have to work your whole body. How does it look like on top? It's a Jefferson curl. So in the fitness, if you do this, you need inwards, you try to go up, bring everything inward. So now my elbows are bring up completely. So if I go bottom, it's always about who is inside space, pretty much. So if I'm here, okay, and I something I sweep myself, yes. But now try to sweep me over. So it's about who's a smaller ball here. See? Now you get to pull me forward. Yeah, you win. Back. Pull me forward. See the difference? I connect everything. Now maybe that opens a little bit. Thank you. That's my way out. Triangle, please. No, you don't. See there? Our ring goes in the middle. And because you open a triangle, you open your legs for me. And sometimes it leads to a submission. Most of the time in this range, it doesn't. And then decide, is it wrong to close the triangle there? It's not wrong. But it's but you need, like, if I do it with my daughter of 5 or 8 years old, I can trial for everywhere. But if you do it with me, because of our weight difference, it's a very big game for you to decide. What can you get away with to do? Yeah? And on top of that, look, so, what you have to think more when I fight is not what do I need to win, you think what do your opponent needs to make to win. Yeah? So you know, I need to get inside space, close your knees. Yes, you avoid all of that. Yeah? Good, and on my way there, what do I give you? Okay, now grab my leg, now you're done. Thank you so much. Good. What do I need to win here? Yeah, well, most people will scramble up like crazy. Put your hip up, please. Look my big up. This might lead to beautiful things, actually. I'm in between. But what happens for sure? Chin to chest, sorry, bring your, do a curl. Now you're in the middle of everything. And I decide the next move. I come up. Okay, now your shoulders away, hip in. Look. Well, maybe, but just go straight. Go straight up. Yes, that's it. It's arm bars. Go back, please. Weight distribution shift. I go a bit backwards. Bring your shoulders, and let your shoulders bring your hips. Beautiful. I get to the side now, baby. So here, okay, I'm there. Look, that's my shoulder. Hit your knees. There's your arm bar. Next, your sweeper or whatever. Yeah. Good. So now, as a last one, look. So now we should take the open guard. What I recommend is this: beginners, or so with yourself. I rarely play it, but eventually it's the goal to get to is to do this. Get the color, please. What I see too much happening, especially with kids, they have this, and you see them. I get past your legs and stay there, and they just keep hanging on this grip for dear life too long. But if I tell them, okay, double sleeve, double sleeve, get double sleeve. Double sleeve, magically for some reason, when there's a problem, they push the hip. Push the hip, please. They let go of grips earlier, I noticed, to attempt their guard. And also, look, keep my both sleeves. Let me press your guard. Keep my both sleeves. I can recover guard. As long as I don't have my both hands connected, I can never press your guard. Yes? There's a last one now, look. So then you can decide. So, okay. Why is open guard hard? Because when people play open guard initially, they play open guard retention. Because which guard is better? And it takes like a million years to actually get to know which guard you like, yes? But like, no, I like close guard. And if it's not close guard, it's going to be as close as possible to close guard. So that's my mission. And a triangle is also a close guard. So the game is actually not close guard. The goal is wrap your legs around him and or your arms, yes? If you wrap your arms with your legs, you get to stand up. Yeah? If you can be outside the arms, bonus. Look at this. Triangle. I can do stuff. Yeah? Triangle. I can do less stuff. Put your hands to my neck, please. Okay? Less shoulders, more hips. More. Keep doing this. Fucking hell. Flip your hip. Bend your hip. Bring your hip away before I die. There I win again. You feel? So good. Okay, now lastly, introduction to De La Riva. So De La Riva is still a form of close guard. Put your feet around my hips, please. Put your feet around my hips. Yes, good. Okay, now let's say I want to put 1 foot forward, 1 foot backwards. That is very common because nobody should ever give you both legs. Get my pen, please, before I stand up. Keep this pen. I start to get up. Now you're going to wrap your leg through my leg. See? Control my far leg. This one through. Easiest version, take double. Squeeze your knees. Make a ball. Connect yourself. Now we play. Yeah? How do you give everything away? Extend your hip. Push your hip away. Too soon, now I get to play things. I'm inside this. First space again. Alright? First, okay, sheet code. To make the whole guard and attachment better. If I'm here, sweep over that shoulder. If I'm here, sweep over that shoulder. Sweeps over there don't exist. Yeah? It's cross ropes for the most part. Yeah? So here, double sleeve. Hook your foot. Hold my hip. Yeah. Feet higher. Good. Think now about this. if you get here and you sweep me, does this improve your guard or make your guard worse?
Worse.
Yeah, because you stand up. You have to open your guard on the out. Huh? So the point is when you get up, is when you're absolutely sure that we can get up. So that leads to counter rotation. The same thing as the arm bar we did yesterday. Reach in the chest and start to put myself into a sweep. You have control. Bring your knees to the other side. Bring yourself to that side. Okay, I will make sure that looks like that. Put up, please. Yesterday, arm bar. Put up. Put up. I'm here. Bridge. Bridge, sit up. Yes? You counter rotate the motion. And I'm on bottom to the arriva, whatever guard. I'm here. Walk this side. Most people is going to do this. Opening your guard. Walk that side, please. Walk the other side. Yeah? And you actually should play guard flat. Maybe open, symmetrical guard at least. So when I get that arriva, I can push really and move myself around together. Give your leg, please. If you start to walk there, I start to look here in that quadrant. So sweep over this shoulder. We move to that quadrant. Move. That's a sweep to that shoulder. And all those little sweep here are always to keep you here forever. That's my goal. This side. This side where you want to go? No, we don't. I want to be connected to you. My goal is actually to always wrap myself completely around you so I can attack your core. And I don't care about the sweep. Yeah? Maybe. Got it? Just play my open guard by thinking this. Control both sleeves, control both legs, and usually in the beginning I have one sleeve, one leg, because people fight like crazy not to give those both. Yeah. The moment you get a color, you find a game that doesn't exist. If you look at Leon Rollo, there is a whole standing on his guard game where they said like he usually passes the moment the top player has a grip on the color. Because now that player lost one hand. I have one limb more, and I can use it if my posture is like. So let them get the grip, please. It's still hard. It's my view. Okay. So good. Questions about anything? No? Then finish. Very good. Thank you.